Marcus Tullius Cicero was a Roman statesman and politician of the Republican period, orator, philosopher, and scholar. Being from a poor family, thanks to his oratorical talent, he made a brilliant career. He entered the Senate and became a consul in 63 before Christ. In the aftermath of the civil wars, he remained one of the most prominent and consistent supporters of preserving the Republican order. He was executed by members of the Second Triumvirate, who aspired to unlimited power. Cicero left a vast literary heritage, a considerable part of which has survived to this day. His works had already, in antiquity, a reputation for style and are now an important source of information about all aspects of life in Rome in the 1st century before Christ. Cicero's philosophical treatises are a uniquely comprehensive account of all ancient Greek philosophy for Latin-speaking readers, and in that sense, they played an important role in the history of Roman culture.
A room without books is like a body without a soul. If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joys and dividing our grief. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. The authority of those who teach is often an obstacle to those who want to learn. The life given us by nature is short, but the memory of well-spent life is eternal. The life of the dead is set in the memory of the living. The face is a picture of the mind, with the eyes as its interpreter. To study philosophy is nothing, but to prepare one's self to die. We must not say everything mistake is a foolish one. It is foolish to tear one's hair in grief. A thought, sorrow, would be made less by boldness. I am not ashamed to confess I am ignorant of what I do not know. Our span of life is brief, but is long enough for us to live well and honestly. The enemy is within the gates. It is with our own luxury, our own folly, our own criminality that we have to contend. The function of wisdom is to discriminate between good and evil. Any man can mistakes, but only I that persists in his error. Knowledge which is discovered from justice may be called cunning rather than wisdom. word silence is not necessarily an admission, it is not a denial either. To be content with what we possess is the greatest and most secure of riches. It is the peculiar quality of a fool to perceive the fault of others and to forget his own. Time obliterates the functions of opinion and confirms the decisions of nature. We must not only obtain wisdom, we must enjoy her. Few are those who wish to be endowed with richer rather than to seem so.